Oh god. Jesus. Oh my god. Don't. Your baby. Okay. 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 Hello. Hello, everybody. A little bit of. Shut up. A little bit of a surprise stream. We're back again. So I have a bit of a theory, and I want you guys to hear it out. I think it's possible. Oh my god, don't do this again. Don't start up again. Very true, Goldie. Very helpful. Hello, everybody. AZ, thank you for the follow. Sorry, it doesn't pop up properly, but yeah, thank you. Okay, but anyways, guys, I was gonna say that basically I'm doing this Umineko stream, and I realized that everybody else is streaming Umineko fine. They're using the same project as me and everything. And then it occurred to me that it's possible that mine is maybe the only one breaking because I'm using Restream, which is so that I can communicate to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. And I think that maybe, like, I think it was like happened during mid-stream. It was like saying something about data being weird or whatever. And then that was roughly when the audio started to deteriorate. So there's a possibility that Restream is like the catalyst to the problem. That just something with like the wires of the code just completely fries between something like the game and that, because it's like communicating with it to like two different places. So for all I know, the fix that we need for this stream, and I'm not doing it right now, we're restreaming right now. The fix that I might need is just to stream it on Twitch, which I don't really want to do. But yeah, you know, that's a potential fix, but I'm not sure. That's just a theory of mine. We'll see how it's doing now. It sounds fine. Like, it sounds fine to all of you, right? I'm not crazy. It doesn't sound super crunchy or buzzy or crackly. So I think we might be good. If it doesn't work out, we'll put a pin in it for today. But I think of right now, I think we can continue. If it actually breaks, we'll stop it, because I don't want to like ruin my experience or any of your guys' experience. Like, I'm gonna make sure it's okay. But look, sounds fine. It sounds fine. It sounds okay. It sounds okay. It sounds normal. It sounds normal, actually. So might be all right. I literally it fixed because I stopped stream. So like I stopped stream and then it was fine. So fingers crossed it was just a hiccup or whatever or something. Yeah. Sounds very normal. It does. It does sound normal. So guys, I'm gonna keep my ears peeled, and that'll be it. I think we're ready to get back into it. I apologize. Okay, so this one is like very proper. I read some of it, some things about the politics regarding gold and like their conferences and stuff, just to clarify to people who may be like, this is chapter 4, right, of the VOD. I'll just let you guys know right now, I did read that. We just had a hiccup, okay? If this ends up looking okay. Thank you, Jack. Thank you. Good to see you, by the way. A little restart, but that's okay. It happens. Old men don't open their eyes? Well, okay. but he just has his eyes closed. He does actually have eyes. Yeah. But yes, that is a very funny trope of people's eyes being so small that it looks like they're not open or whatever. Very, very interesting animeism. I don't even know like what started that trend, but somebody thought of it. It kind of cooks though. Cause like that moment when you actually see the character's eyes open, oh my god, huge, huge. That was his character's eye. No, no, no. He's just pondering. He's pensive right now. Look how pensive he is. Yeah, exactly. Shit goes down when that happens. But yeah, okay, guys. Should be good to go. We're gonna see how long we can ride it out. If it breaks, it breaks. And then I'll consider streaming it on Twitch. That'll be the plan. Alright, guys. Let us read some more. Take some time. It's time for chapter 4. I actually know that now. I've been told. It's right there. Okay. Let's do it. So we were reading about Nanjo. And I had been indicated, I think misread, that like he doesn't actually live there. I kind of just assumed it. But yeah, he's visiting at the very least. I think it probably was mentioned even prior, but maybe I just didn't remember. Yeah, he has his visit here. Tendency to fly into a rage at the slightest provocation. He is unperturbed. Very nice man. Very, very kind. I'm very excited to see how this meshes with Kinzo, because I really don't know what to expect with the Kinzo's dynamic with everybody. Really is going to be something very, very cool to witness. All right, so I heard he had his own clinic on the nearby island of Najima, but he turned it over to his son and began living a life of leisure in his old age. He had known grandfather since the beginning when the mansion was first constructed on this island, and he had built up a relationship over several decades. I thought at first that the two of them might have gotten to know each other through grandfather's suspicious hobbies. Okay. Suspicious hobbies. But he seems he was actually grandfather's chess partner. Oh. And that was the bridge between them, that he was able to play chess and then meet him. I see. That kind of hobby seems like very like our grandfather. What was his love of all things Western? I mean, they were playing chess in the beginning, but like it's cool that like even after all this time they still indulge in the same habit. It's like maybe their only bond that's like real at this point is just chess. Nanjo is probably the only person who can enter Rokkenjima despite being neither a family member nor a servant. He looked like a calm old gentleman as he listened to the discussion between Akire and the other women who sat near to him. Considering how long he stayed by the side of our short-tempered grandfather, his generous heart was probably nothing to laugh at. Still, even if he was a family doctor, having anyone outside of the Ushuramiya family attend the family conference was a little odd. It made me think that grandfather's condition might have worsened so much it'd be a major topic of discussion at today's conference. After all, George said something like that just a second ago. Okay. Something about how we've been getting continuous reports since around last year that grandfather didn't have long to live. But he's like prolonged it somehow out of sheer like will or whatever. I think that's what they said last time. How true is that? Nah, you know, who knows? But still. It's nasty to think about, but considering how much rich grandfather is, at the time of his death, his wealth will suddenly be released, probably along with a fair share of our parents' stomach acid. Yes, we did get it working. How long? We'll cross our fingers. But we'll try. And it'll lead to ulcers for everyone. After all, this sort of thing gets messier when there's more wealth to be divided. There's a good chance they'll be talking about stuff like that at the conference, family conference. Still, it's not like it's got anything to do with us kids. Finally, even though he hasn't shown up yet, let me introduce our grandfather. Well, introduce. The person who should be sitting in this incipient chair is Ushiromiya Kinzo. It really sucks. Everyone else in the family has these weird names, but he's got this perfectly normal one himself. But not entirely normal. Maybe thematically resonant somehow. When we talked about the gold. If only his name was written Kinzo, but he let us call him Goldsmith. Goldsmith. That's what Deckard said. It was the first part is that. Or something. I totally freak out. Oh, jeez, what had happened here? Hold on. As you can probably guess by now, he's a frightening person with an extremely short temper. I'm one of his grandchildren, not a son, and I haven't seen him since elementary school. Thanks to that, I have no memory of being beaten myself, but our parents were apparently raised with an iron fist. Oh, I see. He's just that guy. He's just that guy. Kinzo he seems very toxic. And the part that I'm looking forward to, guys, is knowing a bit more of the nuance of that. Because, like, the devoted, almost romanticized, giving and, like, codependency, that almost seems, or rather, like, not even codependency, but desire more than anything, for, Beatrice, is really fervent, and sends him mad, and also this hysteria and craziness that he's doing, and yeah, I really don't know what to think of him, aside from I'm intrigued by where he is now, but the past of like where he came from, I feel like is gonna have a lot more layers of gray and light to it that I'm very excited to see explored. At least that's my good faith interpretation of him. Being where he is now, I feel like maybe the desperation has just gotten worse. But I don't know. The earlier conversation between Dad and Uncle Cross about who should go convince Grandfather to come down seems pretty darn funny once you know their background. Is it that darn funny? Oh shit, the music just cut out. Okay. Oh, wait, what's going on? I see, sorry, my periphery just recognized a time thing. You can't really tell Grandfather's story without covering the pivotal event back 1926 to 1984. Sorry, not 84. Why did I say that? 1989. Before the Showa era. Oh, shit. Okay. I don't know how he knows this. Our little narrator, Battler. Okay. Okay. Until the Meiji, 1868. Oh my god, what is this music? 1912. Oh, in 1926. Okay. Taisho eras, the Ushiromiya family was great and prosperous. Oh, the tin of that symbol. The air in the room that it gave was so interesting. That tiny vibration in an open space. Oh, this is really cool. They owned several spinning mills. Oh, this. Sorry, my brain is going wild because I'm actually just surprised we're seeing this at all. Spinning mills, making them rich enough to just double over, laughing every day at the money as the money kept rolling in. They're just like, yeah, they're just sitting on it. They're just letting... Damn capitalists, man. Incidentally, grandfather was a member of branch family and had pretty much nothing to do with the main family. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. I'm gonna die. Hold on. I'm gonna mute real quick. I'm telling you, you can't hear it. Okay. Spinning mills? Yeah, spinning mills. Lore drop? Yeah, out of nowhere. Grandfather was a member of the branch of the family and had pretty much nothing to do with the main family. Was a member of a branch family. Okay. Not only was he down the list of people who could inherit the headship, but he hardly had any contact with the glamorous main family. Oh. Yeah, it is ironic, but like, I'm thinking about like how... Oh, there's some really exciting implications that could be building from this. Oh my god. Like what this could do for his character, to paint it. Oh, the relationship with money, huh? Oh shit. Oh. However, during the Great Kanto earthquake in 1923, Taisho 12, the mansion owned by the Ushimura family in Odawara was flattened. Damn, that came in at the right time. The spinning mills in Tokyo were all burned down in a huge fire. And the Ushimura family lost most of its wealth and family members in an instant. So once they started to figure out who the successor to the Ushimura family should be, they apparently found no one remaining except Kinzo in his branch family. Oh my god. Yeah, it is a very, like, historic, like, this is a real event, a very historically a tragic event. Yeah, it killed 100,000 people. The impact of that cannot be understated. The sort of weather and fissures and like stuff like that has just like happened to Japan has made it very difficult. It happened for Evangelion too, where they had to even scrap content due to earthquakes. Nobody but Kinzo. Kinzo hit this guy, man. He was like a branch of the family, not even connected to the main ones, and then suddenly he's just got it. You know, he's the main one. There does add Zach, there does add like a sort of relatable authenticity to it, to actually pull from history. It's something that I really like that even George R. R. Martin does with his stuff. In Kinzo's later reminiscence, he referred to this as good fortune so great that it overturned fate. What was Kinzo doing at the time? With that, grandfather's boring everyday life did a 180. He was entrusted with reviving the dying Urashimiya family, which had lost nearly all its wealth. However, just because he had been entrusted with this task didn't mean he could accomplish it. Oh, man. Apparently those around him weren't really expecting much. Oh, wow. This legacy. And then this, like, newfound importance as well. So the pressure of that was really high, but also, like, so alluring to, like, pull off, too. Oh, and okay. However, this is when Grandfather began displaying his extraordinary talent and good luck. Grandfather used all the family's remaining wealth, as well as everything from the hair on his head and his toenails, as collateral in order to borrow a massive amount of money. Once he'd built up a gigantic war chest, he immediately invested in businesses. It was like someone tumbling down a hill on a bike without any brakes. Oh my god. God, the imagery of that. And then jumping onto a neighboring bike, and then another one. Just like some crazy street performance. I'll bet everyone thought Grandfather had no business ability whatsoever. However, after several miracles and turns of good luck, with coincidences piling up and every chance taken advantage of, he was suddenly in control of powerful connections with the occupying forces. At the time, MacArthur, and GHQ were the ultimate authority in Japan. The bell, every time that bell happens, that is a crazy resonant. This is also actually, now that I'm thinking about this, this is the music that played for Beatrice as well, right? Maybe there's some musical connection that they're trying to make. Grandfather, in the twinkle of an eye, began succeeding in business under the protection of the occupying forces, quickly becoming very rich. Jeez, man. By this point, it's probably safe to say that information, not luck, saved the day. He must have made some very seriously deep connections with the occupying forces. Maybe some magic helps Ketrab? It's not something that I've ruled out from apparently the witch of the island, right? Grandfather knew beforehand at emergency demands that he would be made for the Korean War. Wow, the politics are really piling up now. No, it was more than that. He must have predicted those emergency demands from the very beginning when he started investing his money. The history books made it sound like all of Japan made a large profit off of the emergency demands during Korean War, but it isn't actually true. Only a very limited number of super rich played the money game and made an easy profit. Most of the citizens remained poor. In other words, Grandfather was a member of this extremely lucky group of winners. I'm pretty sure this all happened during 1950 or so. The Great Kanto earthquake happened in 1924, so that means Grandfather was able to revive the near-dead Urashimiya family in only about 20 years to a level even higher than it had been before. The thing about the Korean War really has me thinking about historical context. With that, you'd think he'd revive the main family in Odawara. But for some reason, he went and did something as crazy as buying an entire small island in the Izu archipelago. Oh my god. Man, all these, like, little things, I don't even know, like, there's so much information that I could infer or theorize or whatever, but, like, it seems like the business strategies were they were happening, and then things escalated. And this island in particular, for some reason he went here. Maybe he already made the connection, maybe he struck out on the connection here because of it. Oh, I have no idea. Maybe Beatrice was brought over. Buying an entire island is not something you can ordinarily do today. However, grandfather was clever. He contacted the GHQ and applied for the establishment of a marine resource base. He acquired the island as a business property, then tossed the project aside and claimed that it was his own plot of land. So yeah, he just, like, totally usurped their idea. Yes, we're gonna do this thing, and then, like, just totally tricked them. And they just were kind of cool with it, I guess? Huh. But because it was already establishing, they just gave up, maybe? Oh, interesting. After the war, there were prevention measures against food shortages, and having the sponsorship of GHQ meant that nobody could oppose him. From what I heard, the Tokyo metropolis of that day offered this land to him practically for free. Later, Tokyo made difficulties by telling Kinzo to return the land, but the pushy GHQ intervened. Anyway, it seems under-the-table bribes did their work well. So he basically established himself, got settled, and then was just like, used some of his money to, like, basically convince them not to do anything. I see. He thought he could, like, annoy them, basically, or, like, convince them with a further measure. In the end, the city gave up in frustration. Grandfather, with considerable skill and good luck, managed to weather the stormy seas of that period, obtaining a vast fortune and his own island. Of course, it probably wasn't all luck. He was obsessed with all things Western, which helped him cultivate his English skills. Obsessed with all things Western, huh? Like, maybe, like, a certain character that's also like that? It's pretty obvious, like, the connection that they're making here. But, like, gosh, I just have to know more about her. It's driving me crazy. He was able to use this and to his advantage and sink his teeth in GHQ. A mansion was built on the island soon after. This mansion, in fact. Grandfather, with his love of Western style, made this once inhabited island a canvas upon which he would realize his dreams to his heart's content. He had the Western mansion of his dreams, overflowing with emotion and atmosphere, and a beautiful garden featuring all sorts of roses. Right. Oh shit, okay, we haven't seen this part of the beach, I think, yet. And he had a private beach which nobody other than himself would ever be permitted to leave a footprint. There's a lot of things I think I'm just kind of keying in now, and I think it's because this line. But like, I'm thinking about how Kinzo has really relished in being by himself. I have to wonder maybe if the pressures of his family's everything, you know, like the stuff that they put on him has made him more recluse inherently or something. Maybe he's just not wanting to be connected to others and people. Even now, like, he like sits in his room, right, and like he's just to himself. So I have to wonder, this is almost like a consistent character trait, but I have to wonder why. Would ever permitted to leave a footprint. This would be a dream come true for any boy. Well, I guess so. After that, he made good use of his huge fortune, becoming a large stockholder in an extremely stable iron and steel industry, and was able to live an easy, comfortable life just using the dividends. Well, he's just that incredible. This is also maybe this story. Wait, are we online? Hold on. Yeah, okay, sorry. Streaming looks like it just died for a second. But I was thinking, like, maybe... Jesus, that always gets me. Maybe this has to do with something where, like, this is the thing that George was, like, really looking up to, right? With his motivations of business. The kind of person usually has the ability to foresee and predict the future. Or at least that is how they're portrayed after the fact. Oh, sorry. But grandfather denies all that, repeatedly saying that he was simply blessed with extraordinary luck. Anyway, even a lord like that can't help but grow increasingly eccentric when locked up alone on this island. When all his dreams are made real, everyone knows that he's had a Western obsession from the start. Oh my god! Sorry. But none of our parents really know when his bizarre black magic hobby began. Did his love of black magic begin way back when? That's what I'm wondering, Battler! He is speaking my brain right now. It's just like, you know, Umineko playing with events of time, right? Like, what came first? And, like, that answer... some of these answers to the question are going to mean so much later. God forbid people get occult hobbies. I mean, like, listen, I'm just saying, like, you know, if you're gonna get an occult hobby, you know, at least, you know, share. You know, you got a lot to give. Is that nosy? It's just that he's miserable. He doesn't seem to really like it anymore. He became fascinated with everything Western, or did his miraculous stretch of good luck while reviving his family cause him to feel a mysterious power in himself. Oh my god, I'm getting stuffy again. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I don't bother to, like, BRB scream. I just gotta stuff, like, unstuff the stuff. Okay. His miraculous stretch of good luck while reviving his family caused him to feel a mysterious power in himself. That's a very good thing to ponder Battler. It was what I was talking about earlier. At some point, grandfather began to make a research of black magic his life's work. He filled with his study with his suspicious books, chemicals, and magical items as he became increasingly bizarre. From what I heard, those around him warmly, I was just like maybe unsure, watched over him. Oh, man. Figuring that someone who had achieved success in his life had the right to do as he pleased, but there's no way that's true. They were probably creeped out, thinking, that's disgusting, I don't want to get involved. Oh, nice, hold on. But yeah, this is like, I really like these thoughts from Battler because, like, obviously, like, I'm a sicko and I'm, like, thinking about a lot of stuff. But, like, these are really great thought experiments and, like, things to ponder. And I like kind of, like, a little bit of, like, the uncertainty from the narrator, from Battler, that is, as, like, he's, like, thinking about it. But it's really, really cool. Anyway, that agitated period was an age of big gambles, with both opportunities and risk. Let's just say grandfather was born in this time period. He had opportunities and would probably have advanced like a chess piece from mandatory education to college at a leisurely pace, never becoming more than an average salaryman. If that happened, he'd probably have sat somewhere happily talking behind his boss's back. No, not in a fancy dining hall like this, more like at the table or some bar. Then again, I bet this family conference would be a whole lot more relaxing if that were the case. Oh yeah, welcome in, Zeros. Zero, like, yeah, I really love Battler as a narrator, because a lot of his narration or like internal thoughts says so much about him, but just through his perspectives specifically. Like, maybe the thing about the Korean War has some muddy parts to it, but I also think about like how he's like taking it and like what he's perceiving about that information. It's very interesting. It's a little bit of like present Battler mixed with like maybe later Battler. I'm really unsure, but I like it a lot. Yes, hello. Okay, that's enough about the old geezer. Oh man, there's not even enough. It's not enough about the old geezer. Like, I really do want to know more about like his upbringing, because like we only got like the skeletal event ideas and some like contemplation on what could have happened with our like skeletal script, but I the details of like how, who, why is just so alluring, and like the story knows that. It's like really fucking with me. Did he get into black magic before? Who knows? Oh man, I like that Ryukishi is messing with me a bit. More importantly, let's talk about this incredible lunch. Yes, the lunch. You know, a little bit in the moment. What is going on? I'm already convinced that by that sashimi salad appetizer. Goda-san's an excellent chef. Plus, these fish were caught in adjacent seas, weren't they? They're totally different than sashimi you get at the supermarket. Oh man, guys, I want food so bad. Yo, this is kind of fucking evil. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. Like, I'm really hungry. Oh man, sashimi, sushi. I'll take anything. I'll take anything. You want some bread? I'll eat bread. I don't care. Oh man, this is really fucked up. Oh, talk about the lunch. Who the hell is Kinzo again? I don't even know. I'm so hungry. Oh shit. Okay, am I gonna survive? Yeah, that's fine. Hey, quit it, Battler. Your upbringing will be exposed. Ooh. Wow, what a quick little line there from Rudolph. Everyone let out a big laugh. Damn it, you say that even though you love these cheap pubs. They specifically knew I was hungry. What an asshole, dude. He said it. His wealth may be able to predict the future. God damn. I've eaten as many usual places but because of work. But this stands right up there with the best of them. I'll be willing to bet Goda-san used to be pretty well known in those circles. Well, I don't know the details, but stuff got complicated at a long-standing hotel he used to work at. What with the opening a new establishment with the same name and breaking into factions or whatever it was. In the middle of all that, he was apparently forced to retire. Really? At that time, Mom just happened to be sending out job offers for her servant. As Goda removed the empty plates, he began to recount his own bumpy past without losing a smile. Whoa, there's something a little bit loaded about Goda after that is being said. Being forced to retire, he was just like a person who really, really wanted to work. Or something, like, very interesting, very interesting. The world is a difficult place. However, thanks to the Madame, I was given a chance to display my skills as a chef once again. This time for the Ishiro Miya family. Although I enjoy experiencing the smiles of a larger number of people, I also find it quite entertaining to perform more delicate work that can please the limited number of those who have employed me. Oh, what a flatterer. All of this is thanks to the opportunity given to me by the Madame. You know, he's working it, you know, he's working the flatter angle for sure. But yeah, there is something aside from that gratitude that I have to wonder is going on with Goda. Goda-san respectfully bowed his head towards Aunt Natsui. That's because you were the most talented of the applicants. The decision was purely objective, not based on personal feelings, so there's no need to thank me. Dang, why does Aunt Natsui always sound so indifferent? If only she spoke with a bit more kindness, she might leave a different impression. That's an interesting line from Battler in particular. Shannon-chan and Akumasawa-san entered from the hallway with a serving cart. Oh my god! Please excuse us. Kumasawa-san was there, so I have to wonder if she said anything. I believe that she said she couldn't say anything, but very nice to see her. Now then, let us move on to today's dessert. Goda-san and the others laid the beautifully adorned dessert out in front of all of us. Okay, let's see. I guess it's true when they say you have another stomach for dessert. I thought I'd already filled up on delicious food, but as soon as I laid my eyes on that dessert, my stomach started yelling, more! Oh, so true. I don't know why. I don't even know why your stomach can handle it either. It's like, it's messed up. Hold on, wait. I don't know much about desserts, but this looked really good. A white pudding like some... Fuck! No. Oh, I'm way too hungry. A white pudding like substance garnish with 2 shades of red sauce? And elegant rose petals adore the... Oh, rose petals. I don't know. Okay, that's very fancy. You know they're rich when they had to put rose petals. The dessert for lunch as well as dinner. Oh my god. Yeah, it's very true. Normally during a high-class meal like this, you're supposed to wait for the chef to extol the virtues of particular meal before eating. It's, yeah, like the lunch and dessert is a very interesting combo. It's not something I hear about very often. However, Maria was completely indifferent to strict rules like that, so she got excited by this beautiful, delicious-looking dessert, jumping into the fray as soon as it was placed before her. Oh, Maria is so cute. Oh my god, little bee. Aunt Rosa scolded her, calling it bad manners, but George responded by saying, Now, it's okay. She's so fucking cute. Oh my god, she's so cute. Oh my god, please. This part's sour. It's part sour. Battler, this one's no good. The way she says it with a smile. Oh my god. She's so excited. You know, she's just so excited to tell Battler about it, like to be the one to like give the news and be smart. Oh my god. Maya exclaimed that she sampled the 2 colored sauces. What? Some are good and bad? Okay. I'll give it a go. Oh my god, that was a big slurp. What the hell? Apparently, one sauce was sweet and the other sour. Despite it being bad manners, I also stuck my little finger in and licked it. Who gives a fuck, Battler? You know what I'm saying? Well, one of the sauces was sour enough to make you pucker up. Now, Maria is great. I every time Maria comes on, she's always like a real great like addition of joy and just like cute endearment. Oh man. If it were yellow, I'd suspected lemon, but I couldn't guess what kind of sourness would be red. I decided to ask Shannon, who was putting away the serving cart behind us. Wait! Chad, I think it's crackling. I wanted to ignore it, but I think it might be getting worse again. Oh, yeah. You can hear it too, right? You don't hear a crackle? It's very slight. You can hear it kinda. It kinda like pokes in. Audio's fine for you guys? Okay, honestly, if you guys don't hear it, that's fine. Oh wait, you can hear it? Okay, there you know, never mind. It's very subtle, but yeah. Oh yeah, it's escalating. It's escalating. Yeah, it's escalating. Okay. Oh boy. All right. So I'm gonna save there. Really glad that we got into some of the content that we did with I was gonna say Kinzo and learning about like some of his past, but it is damn shame that it is acting up again. Not my Umineko. So here's the thing, chat. I am going to call it for tonight, but my next plan is I'm going to try just streaming it on Twitch next time. I think that I genuinely believe that restream is causing an issue for some reason. I have no idea why. Something, you know, code. But because of that, we're gonna have to stop it there for now, which is a real shame. It's getting a little late, and yeah, to stop it once again, I don't know if we can do that. Stop cursing the stream, yeah, because it seems like This is a thing that I can't fix when it's streaming. I would have to stop stream. I can't just like change it up. So I'm gonna end it. Beatrice. Oh, Beatrice. Yeah, so that is gonna be the plan next time. I apologize to the people who might want to see on YouTube, like Sprout and Colin and like a few other people who are mostly YouTube people. I really do apologize, but for some reason, specifically with Umineko, it hasn't been anything else. It just breaks, and I don't know why. I'm going to see if streaming it just on Twitch helps, maybe. Honestly, it could just be a whole different problem, and I'm going to see if I can find an alternative way to fix it, but we did get into some new stuff at least. And we got through a little bit of content that I actually really enjoyed learning about. I again, future stream for Umineko. If I can get it fixed, I would love to stream again this week. I'll even stream Saturday if I have to. Guys, I do apologize. I am very, very sorry that I can't get this thing to fix or like properly behave. But it was awesome hanging out with you guys. It was really nice, and I love Umineko. I love it. It's got me, man. Some of that Kinzo stuff was very, very interesting, and I seriously can't wait for more. It's just got my mind going even further. Oh my goodness. But yes, guys, that'll be it for now. It's fine, but I hope we can fix it soon. I would like to fix it as soon as possible. I seriously, my mind is at a loss because we were doing Umineko just fine. It feels like we're finding an old enemy again. They just like caught up to us somehow. But that'll be it, guys. Thank you all so much. End it there, and I'll see you guys later. Tomorrow will be a music stream. What music stream? Oh, wouldn't you like to know? But we'll just be hanging out, and we'll be listening to some stuff. More fun vibes. All right, guys. Thanks so much. And yes, I hope I continue to feel better too. I was feeling it a little bit today, but it's nice that I can actually manage to be on here. So I'm very happy about that. Thank you so much. All right, guys. See y'all next time. The VODs will be up on YouTube. The scuffed one also will be on YouTube still. And I will see you guys later. I hope you all take care, okay? Yeah, that'll be it. Socials, Discord, if you're curious. Yeah, come hang out. I'm around. All right, bye, guys. See you later.